Great oratorial transparency. The truth should be told, not sold. So unlearn and relearn. Progress of death. BCC Ministries. Listen to the go. Wanted to address something about like I said, man, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again. I'm a self-preservation program, self-preservation channel. So everything I do is about you. So what I need you to know is some people can only function in dysfunction. Some people can only function in dysfunction, meaning they love the chaos, they love the turmoil, they love when things are upside down, because their lives are upside down and they're used to it. So don't let people drag you into what they're going through or what they want you to do or what you should feel about certain situations. If you feel a certain way, that's right for you. You understand? Don't let people draw you in or draw you out into their dysfunctions. This is why I'm a loner. Although I'm around a lot of people, I'm a service provider, I'm a mentor, I'm an advisor, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a whatever you want to call it, a real father, real barber. So I'm around people every day giving them real life advice. But at the same time, I love to be alone. I like to spend time by myself because I realize my reality is different from everybody else's. So I like to soak it up and I like to live in it. And when people are dysfunctional, I stay away from them because I've learned that I grew up in a dysfunctional environment due to my situations as a kid, my rough upbringing, and seeing my father and my mother in certain places. Rest in peace to my pops, you know, street soldier. All these dudes, my stepfather, my brother, all of them passed by the gun. So I watch these things and learn to go my other direction. Yeah, I was in the streets, but that's not something to glorify. It's not something that I want to teach anybody, or I could tell you 1,000 stories about drugs and guns and all that, but for what? That's not the person that I am. That's the person that I was brought up in a world where I had to do certain things that I didn't want to do to survive. And that's just how it was. But when you're a grown man and you learn and you have experiences, you don't let certain things overwhelm you and overcome you. So you can't, as a grown man, let people and their dysfunctions draw you into something that you're not going to be prepared for or you don't want to be a part of. So you try to avoid those people at all costs. You have to avoid them by any means necessary. You have to. People gonna try to get you caught up in things that you don't want to be in, and their life is upside down, so they don't care. They don't have no direction. They don't have no future. So they're gonna try to get you to do things that you don't want to do. So make sure when you're out there on your grind, on your purpose, that you're not getting drawn into these things that people want you to do. Use your head, think. Use your head and think. This is a critical thinking era. I keep telling people that. You have to be able to think in this era. If you cannot think, you will sink. Okay? If you cannot think, you will sink. So I'm keeping it simple because people, you know, people like to get deep and technical and the stuff that they're saying, and everybody is preaching and everybody's doing these things online. I've been doing this for a long time because I have experience. I have experience in many facets of life. So I feel like I'm qualified to speak to a lot of people, a lot of the youth, even the elders, about my experiences and what I feel like people should and should not do in their life. And one of the main things that I suggest is that you don't follow people that are dysfunctional or follow anybody that you don't. Once you have that feeling in your gut that something's wrong, you don't do it. You know, learn how to think. This is a critical thinking era, like I keep saying. This is a critical thinking era. We have to start thinking and using our resources and using our talents to uplift ourselves in our individual lives. Because if you can't change yourself, how are you going to help change the world? Everybody's responsible for being the best version of themselves. So if you're just running around, you have mental issues, you have dysfunctions, you have problems, how can you be a part of any change? That does not make any kind of sense. So let's try our best to do what we have to do and to make the positive changes in our lives, and to stop following people that are dysfunctional. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Carry on.